Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to our English lesson for this week with me, Miss Nurul Umi Shohada. So I hope that you can watch this video and understand the content and be able to complete the task given. Okay? Hai semua, jom belajar bahasa Inggeris hari ni. First thing first, let's start off with our introduction. Kita akan mulakan dengan pengenalan. Okay, so for this lesson, you are going to have a look at page 34 and we are going to read about an event that occurred in New Zealand. But first thing that we're going to read about is New Zealand itself. So minggu ni kita akan belajar tentang sesuatu yang berlaku di New Zealand, tapi sebelum tu kita akan baca pasal New Zealand tu sendiri. Okay, fact box. Fact box ialah kotak yang ada dekat tepi ni, dia cerita pasal tempat tu. Okay, so it says New Zealand is a country in the Pacific Ocean 1,500 kilometers east of Australia. Okay, New Zealand ni ialah sebuah negara di lautan Pasifik. Jarak dia dari Australia ialah 1,500 kilometer dari timur. Okay, many earthquakes happen there. Dekat New Zealand ni banyak earthquakes berlaku. Earthquakes ni ialah gempa bumi. So sebab banyak, dekat earthquakes ni dia ada huruf S. Okay, New Zealand also has more than 50 volcanoes. Okay, dia cakap New Zealand ni juga ada lebih daripada 50 gunung berapi. Okay, so basically what's written here is actually from the fact box that is in your textbook, page 34. And if you have a look at the top right corner, there's an Australian flag showcased here. So this is how there's a New Zealand flag showcased here. So this is the flag of New Zealand. Ini ialah bendera New Zealand. Dan apa yang teacher tulis kat sini ada dalam fact box dalam buku teks kamu. And no, you don't have to copy this. Kamu tak perlu salin yang ini, okay? Let's see what we have next. Okay, so it says it has more than 50 volcanoes, right? So here I have a short video, a clip for you to see the volcanoes. Okay, so let's have a look. I'll just mute the volume a little bit. Okay, so here are the volcanoes that's available in New Zealand. So here are the list. Gunung berapi ni banyaklah dekat New Zealand. Okay, macam-macam nama ada. So this is how the volcanoes look like. Okay, inilah rupa volcanoes atau gunung berapi tu. Yang bila meletup tu dia keluarkan lava tu semua. Itu ialah gunung berapi. Okay, I hope you understand it now. Okay, kita akan teruskan. Next, for your first activity, tengok buku teks page 34. Untuk aktiviti pertama, look at the pictures. First picture is over here on your top left corner. You have a picture of a boy. So this boy's name is J. So dekat belah atas kiri kamu ada gambar seorang budak lelaki, nama dia J. And on your bottom right corner, kamu ada gambar rumah ni. You have a picture of this house. It's not a very beautiful house, but there has got something happen to it. Okay, rumah ni ada gambar rumah ni keadaan dia tak cantik, so mesti ada something berlaku. Alright, so earthquake in Christchurch. Tajuk web page ni, yang gambar besar dia ni, nama dia web page lah. Tajuk dia Earthquake in Christchurch, gempa bumi di Christchurch. A few years ago, a terrible earthquake happened in the city of Christchurch in New Zealand. It killed 185 people, but J. Watson had a lucky escape. Okay, so beberapa tahun yang lalu, satu gempa bumi yang dahsyat terjadi di bandar Christchurch di New Zealand. Ianya telah membunuh seramai 185 orang. Tapi J. Watson ni berjaya melarikan diri. Okay. Nama bandar tu ialah Christchurch. Bandar tu terletak di mana? Di New Zealand. Okay. So, contohnya bandar Kluang. Bandar Johor. I don't know. negeri Johor terletak dalam Malaysia. So gitulah contoh dia. So ada gempa bumi berlaku dekat Christchurch yang membunuh 185 orang. Tapi J Watson ni, lelaki ni, dia selamat. So awak rasa J dia berada dekat mana masa earthquake tu berlaku? Was he at home or was he outside of his house? Was he in school? Where do you think J is when the earthquake happened? Okay. I'm just going to fix this a little bit. It's not where do you think J is, it's actually where do you think J was when the earthquake happened. Okay. Perlu salin ke? Tak perlu. Ini kamu jawab just for fun. Okay. Alright, activity number 2, we're still going to have a look at page 34. Okay, we are going to read this interview together. Okay, so the interview ialah temu duga. Okay, temu duga atau temu bual lah. Biasanya antara wartawan dengan orang yang buat something lah yang menarik perhatian. Okay, so let's read this interview together. Okay, jom kita baca sama-sama. Kamu tengok buku kamu, teacher akan refer buku teacher, okay? Alright, earthquake in Christchurch. Gempa bumi di Christchurch. Dekat sini teacher dah baca tadi. So, ada 2 orang ya dalam interview ni. There are 2 people in this interview. The first person is the reporter and the second person is J. Orang pertama ialah wartawan tu sendiri. Orang yang kedua ialah J. So, I'm not going to say reporter J as I read along this text, but I will translate it into bahasa. Okay, teacher tak akan sebutlah reporter J macam tu, tapi teacher akan translate, tukar ke bahasa Melayu. Okay, so pay attention. Kalau tak faham boleh tulis perkataan tu, tapi jangan conteng buku. Tulis dalam buku tulis kamu, reading comprehension ataupun buku mods. Okay. Alright, reporter and J about the earthquake in Christchurch. What were you doing when the earthquake happened? Apa yang kamu buat semasa gempa bumi itu berlaku? J said, I wasn't at school that day because I was sick. I was sitting on my bed when I heard a terrible noise and the whole house started shaking. Saya tak pergi sekolah hari tu sebab saya tak sihat. Saya sedang duduk di atas katil saya bila saya dengar bunyi yang sangat teruk dan seluruh rumah tu mula bergegar. Okay, and then what did you do? Apa yang kamu buat? I realized it was an earthquake, so I quickly got down on the floor between my bed and the wall. Okay, saya sedar yang rupanya ada gempa bumi berlaku, so saya cepat-cepat melutut ataupun dia dekatkan badan dia dengan lantai antara tilam dia dan juga dinding. Okay, I thought that was the safest place. Masa tu saya rasa tempat tu lah yang paling selamat. At school, we often have earthquake drills, so we know what to do in an emergency. Dia cakap kalau dekat sekolah, kami selalu ada drill gempa bumi, maknanya dia orang selalu berlatih. Kalau berlaku gempa bumi, nak kena buat apa. Okay, jadi dia orang tahu apa yang nak buat sewaktu kecemasan. And then what happened next? Apa yang terjadi lepas tu? Suddenly, the wall of my bedroom collapsed and I fell out of the house. Tiba-tiba, dinding bilik saya ni collapse ni maksud dia macam runtuh. And dia terjatuh keluar dari rumah. Maknanya dinding dah runtuh, so dia tak ada tempat nak bertahan, dia terjatuh keluar. I fell about 10 meters from the second floor of the house into the front garden. Saya terjatuh dalam kira-kira 10 meter daripada tingkat 2 rumah dia tu, dia jatuh depan laman rumah dia. Okay, and then were you hurt? Awak cedera tak? At first, I thought I was seriously injured, but I actually only had a few scratches and bruises on my back. I was really lucky. Mula-mula saya ingat saya macam cedera parah lah, tapi rupanya adalah kesan macam cakaran sikit, luka-luka. Lepas tu ada lebam-lebam dekat belakang. Saya rasa sangat bertuah. How did you feel? Scared? and not just because of the fall. Dia tanya, awak rasa macam mana? Saya rasa takut. Tapi bukan sebab jatuh je. Lots of bricks fell on top of me while I was lying on the ground. Bila dia jatuh dekat luar rumah tu, dari tingkat 2, masa dia dekat tanah tu, banyak batu bata jatuh atas dia. Okay, sebab tu dia rasa takut. Our next door neighbour, who's a firefighter, pulled me out from under the bricks. Jiran sebelah rumah dia ni kerja sebagai ahli bomba. So dia tarik J ni daripada bawah batu bata tu. My mum couldn't believe that I was alive. Mak saya tak percaya saya masih hidup. How did your life change because of the earthquake? Macam mana kehidupan awak berubah disebabkan gempa bumi ni? Well, we had to move to a new house because there was so much damage to our old one. Kita orang dah pindah ke rumah baru sebab terlalu banyak kerosakan kat rumah lama. It's in a different area, ianya di kawasan yang berbeza, but I still go to the same school. Tapi saya masih pergi ke sekolah yang sama. Maknanya rumah dia pindah dah. Dia duduk dekat kawasan lain, tapi sekolah dia still dia pergi sekolah yang sama. And it's only got 1 floor, so I feel a bit safer. Dan rumah baru dia ni hanya ada 1 tingkat je, so dia rasa lebih selamat lah. Okay, and let's check out the words down here. We have a word check section. Dia ada bahagian word check, iaitu perkataan baru lah. Shake. Shake means bergegar. Drill, latihan. Emergency, kecemasan. Collapse, runtuh. Scratch, cakar. Bruise, lebam. Break, batu bata. Okay, we will continue with the next part. Activity number 3. So for activity number 3, it's actually an exercise for you. Okay, so this exercise is something that you're going to have to do lah. Okay, ini ialah activity 3 untuk kamu buat. Dalam buku tu, muka surat 34, cari nombor 3. Okay, read the interview again and choose the correct words. Okay, so dia cakap baca interview tu lagi sekali dan pilih perkataan yang betul. So dekat atas ni dia berkenaan J So dia nak kamu pilih jawapan yang betul. So dekat sini kalau kamu tengok ada hitam yang digelapkan ni. Okay, escape or protect himself. So kamu kena bulatkan salah satu jawapan. First, salin semua, kemudian bulatkan jawapan yang betul. Nak dapat jawapan kat mana? Dekat interview yang kita baca tadi. Okay, so kalau ada perkataan yang tak faham, tolong pakai kamus. Tak faham nak buat macam mana, boleh tanya teacher. Okay, alright, and the last part of our lesson for this week is about your English module. So you do have your English module and I need you to finish all of the exercises in the English module. Okay, so minggu lepas teacher ada bagi tahu suruh kamu buat unit 1, unit 2 dan unit 3. Tapi tinggalkan bahagian listening dan speaking. Okay, so this week please continue finishing those tasks, and if you have done all of them, if you have also completed unit 3, the first and second page, please continue with the next pages. Alright, sambung dengan muka surat seterusnya di unit 3 kalau kamu dah siapkan yang teacher bagi tahu hari itu. Okay, thank you so much everyone for joining our lesson for this week, and if you have any questions, tolong tanya teacher dekat WhatsApp atau Telegram ya kalau ada soalan, and have fun learning. Ramai lagi yang belum hantar tugasan minggu lepas dan juga minggu-minggu lepas. Okay, I will call you, just wait ya. Thank you everyone, bye bye.